Hi, I'm Linda Hendrickson, and I'm here in my yard in the Laurelhurst neighborhood, enjoying an unusually sunny day in winter of 2009. And I'm going to give you just a little tour of the rain barrels and tell you a little bit about collecting rainwater and also about how we collect graywater. We have 10 rain barrels now scattered around our house. This is the first one that we installed, and I want to just start out by telling you a little bit about how much rainwater you can actually collect in rain barrels. So I went on the internet and I did a little bit of research. You can actually type in rainfall calculator, and you can find a little thing where you can calculate the rainfall for yourself. But what I found was that if you have 1 inch of rain falling on a 1,000 square foot roof, you will have 600 gallons of water. So I don't want to really bore you with all the calculations, but if you take this garage, and we're only collecting water from 1/2 of the roof, the footprint of the garage is about 200 square feet. So we're collecting water off of 100 square feet, and that means after an inch of rain we get about 60 gallons, which would more than fill up this barrel. Our house has a footprint of about 1,700 square feet, and so the calculation on that one is that an inch of rain will actually give us a little over 1,000 gallons of water, so quite a bit. If you look at the statistics on rainfall in Portland, it rains about 43 inches a year here, so our roof is receiving about 44,000 gallons of water a year. So part of the problem is, how do you deal with the water shortage in the summertime, and how do you deal with the fact that there's way too much water in the winter? So these are the next two that we installed, and in this case we had to be concerned about the fact that we share the driveway with our neighbor, and we are on a slope, and so anytime it rains very much, the water is actually flowing down our property onto that driveway and straight into our neighbor's basement. So in this case, we did disconnect the downspout, but we still have this rain barrel hooked up so that the overflow goes actually into the sewer. And that's the only place in our house that water does go into the sewer. We do have also on this one a little overflow, so that water is going into the yard, but most of it, the overflow, goes into the sewer. This is the southeast corner of our house, and we used to have a downspout right here, and for many, many years this spout actually just came out at the end of these steps, and we always had flooding in our basement. So one nice thing about installing these rain barrels is we switched the downspout over here. We have the 3 barrels connected to each other, and we also have overflows that are now going into a constructed dry creek bed. And that's doing a great job of handling all the water that comes down this spout. Now I'm going toward the front of our house, which is right on 39th Avenue. Great place to actually show our rain barrels to the public. There's about 17,000 cars passing by our house every day. These two we put in last year. And this one, I actually cut that downspout myself. These are the latest installments in our rain barrel. It's probably the last that we're going to be putting in. And these are the really fancy ones. We have, most of them are rain barrels that we bought from Yoshida Group for $5 a piece, and then installed our own hardware. But these we got from a company here in Portland called the Rain Barrel Man. Last fall, I finally got rid of the last bit of grass on our property by sheet mulching, and so I'm just in the very beginning stages of creating a rain garden in the front. What I did here was just to dig out the path and take all the grass and pile it upside down on top of the other grass, and then cover it with newspaper and leaves. And so it'll be a while before this looks the way I'd like to have it look, but I'm really excited about having a rain garden. Now we're going to go inside, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about graywater. There's a lot that I could say about graywater, but I'm going to keep it really simple by just talking about how I collect rinse water from dishwashing and also water from hand washing. So I've got a 2-gallon bucket here, and I've got graywater in my sink. And what I do is just pick it up and dump it in my bucket. And then I'm going to use this for flushing the toilet, and I'll show you how I do that. Now, if you use gray water and rainwater for flushing your toilet and rainwater for watering your plants, you can actually save quite a bit of money. So here's how you use it to flush the toilet. Just open it up, put your one hand on the bottom, and just dump it in. And believe me, whatever's in there will go down.